Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Caboose XB. I'll bring another Batman v Superman video, and today we're going to be talking about is 3 new screenshots revealed by Empire Online and what's going on in these screenshots. So the first one that we got is of Superman in some burnt out warehouse. More on that in a second, but let's talk about the suit. I am really happy with the Superman suit in Batman v Superman. There's a lot more color there. You can see the red and the yellow and the blue. You can just see it all. There's a really it's saturated, you know, there's more vibrance and everything like that, and I'm very glad to see that, because while I did love Man of Steel, one of the things that took me out of some scenes is how toned down the color was. You know, it just, you really couldn't feel that Superman, you know, during some scenes. But overall, I love that movie. I'm not here to talk about my review for it. Let's talk about this image. Again, suit looks great. He still looks kind of pissed off, but here's what's going on in the scene as Empire Online explains it. First up is Cavill's Supes, looking like A, he's inside the burnt out ruins of Wayne Manor, and B, he's not there to measure it out for new soft furnishing. So he's inside Wayne Manor here, but not only that, Wayne Manor is burnt out and in ruins. That's very interesting. You can kind of tell that from the Comic-Con trailer for Batman v Superman, where there's a shot of, I believe it's Alfred walking towards Wayne Manor, and it very much looks in ruins and burnt out. You know, you can tell that it's almost like a reflection of what Batman or Bruce Wayne is supposed to be in this universe. You know, he's burnt out, he's not really relevant to the world anymore and stuff like that. So I guess you can say that Wayne Manor is very much a reflection of that, where he just kind of stopped taking care of it for a couple years and just focused on being Batman. But yes, this image looks great. It's probably something that takes place later on in the film, because obviously if he's in Wayne Manor, if Superman's in Wayne Manor, he knows that Batman is Bruce Wayne. So this might be the confrontation in which Superman's like, listen, I don't want to fight. I want us to work together. However, he still looks kind of pissed off in this photo, so we're just going to have to wait and see. Moving on, the next shot we have is of the Dark Knight Returns armored bat suit from Batman v Superman. This thing looks so badass. This is definitely my favorite picture of the 3 that were revealed, but let's see what's going on in this photo. Below is his adversary, for the majority of the movie at least, in Affleck's Batman. Note the almost medieval shape of the bat armor, designed to level the playfield when he's exchanging blows with Kal-El. The bat signal, a legacy from the Commissioner Gordon era, is now being used to lure in Superman for a mighty set-to. Lot of interesting things to note in that explanation as to what's going on in this picture. One thing to mention is they say below is his adversary for the majority of the movie at least. So Empire clearly does know that there is a secondary antagonist that will be taking place in Batman v Superman. Now, whether or not they're just saying, yeah, it's Lex Luthor that's the other antagonist, or whether or not they're kind of hinting at Doomsday, I don't know. They're probably just talking about Lex Luthor. However, it seems like they might be hinting something. Another thing to mention is that they say the bat signal, a legacy from the Commissioner Gordon era, possibly mentioning that Commissioner Gordon might be already dead in this universe, as he was rumored to be. That'd be kind of unfortunate, because, you know, that relationship between Batman and Commissioner Gordon is always such a really cool thing in the Batman comics. You know, the dialogue between them is always great. It's something I loved in the Arkham games for sure, but yeah, if he's dead in this universe, that's going to be a little unfortunate. But at the same time, on the flip side, I can understand, because this movie is already filled to the brim with characters. So adding one more that's important to the comics, of course, would be maybe too much for this film to handle. But yes, overall, really love this photo. It's so badass, and I love this overall shot. It's just really cool. It's my desktop background. Now the last photo, the Empire Online writes this. Last but far from least, Empire boasts another look at Jesse Eisenberg's hip, ram-brained superbad Lex Luthor. Suitably CEO-ish in bearing and Silicon Valley in garb, he's still lustrously maned like Professor Xavier in X-Men. The hair gets his own arc in this franchise, and that ape with a detonator t-shirt looks like more than a hint at the thoughts percolating inside his big brain. Now, another thing to mention, Lex is standing inside his own basketball court. This is really weird. I don't know. I am sort of understanding the character they want to create with Lex Luthor in this movie. He's like a dot-com billionaire, you know? He's this cocky guy, drinks Monster Energy drinks and downs Red Bulls every night, you know? But I don't know how I feel about it just yet. I gotta see what it's like in the movie. The scenes that I was seeing in the trailer, he was much more menacing, and he seemed like he wasn't just running this dot-com billionaire, you know, industry. But maybe, just maybe, this way that he is acting is just a cover-up for his real plans. That would be really cool. I guess I could understand that. I'm just not too sure how I feel about this Lex Luthor yet. But they also mentioned that the hair and everything has its own kind of arc in the franchise, so he will go bald eventually. We did see a photo of that already, so we will see Lex Luthor at some point in the film go bald. Whether or not he's wearing a wig or he loses his hair somehow, we're going to have to wait and see. But yes, I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with Lex Luthor, as he's the one I'm still not 100% sold on in terms of casting and look in Batman v Superman. But what did you guys think of all three of the photos for Batman v Superman from Empire Online? Please do note that the full Empire magazine that has all this coverage of Batman v Superman will be coming out Thursday, so a ton of information probably coming out on that day. You'll definitely see a video for it on this channel. Let me know all your thoughts on this in the comment section below. I'm CaboosXBL. Please follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and like me on Facebook. Those links are in the description. Like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. See you guys later.